There is absolutely no reason for your stream to look like this when it could look like this for free. Like it cost you zero money to do that. Hey guys, it's Leah. Today I'm back with another video about, you guessed it, streaming. It's amazing. I know you're like, what? It's actually about your stream. I'm talking about you. Yes, your stream with your webcam on top of your gameplay. And wait, that's it? Why is that it? There's so many things you could do and that's all you did. Why did you do that? I don't know. I just haven't seen a video that kind of explains all this information to me in a very simple way so that I can do it right now. We're gonna fix that today. There is absolutely no reason for your stream to look like this when it could look like this for free. Like it cost you zero money to do that. And so I'm going to show you how. I'm going to give you a very simple breakdown on what you can do to make your stream look a million times better for free, zero money. All you got to do is put in some effort. That's all I'm asking. I'm just asking you to put in some effort. Really, just put in some effort, please. There are so many streams that I've seen that look like this. Who, me? And I truly just do not understand. And most of the time, I'm not talking about the big streamers who have really mediocre overlays, whatever, that's them. You're not them, you're you. And you can do better, all right? If you're a small streamer and someone clicks on your stream and you have the most bland looking stream ever, guess what? They're not gonna stick around. I wouldn't stick around. Why would someone who doesn't even know you stick around if your grandmother couldn't even watch that without getting bored? I'm telling you, some public access television looks better than your stream, and that's unacceptable! The whole purpose of your stream is to entertain, right? Like that's why you're there. That's why you're streaming. You want to entertain other people, want to make new friends, you want to grow a community. And in order to do that, you need to put effort into every aspect of your stream. And one of the most important aspects of your stream is the visuals, because that's the first thing people see. That's what they're staring at the whole time. If you're streaming for 3 hours and you want to keep someone watching, you're going to be staring at their screen the whole time. And if you have an awful overlay or no overlay at all, no one is going to stick around. Enough negativity though. Let's talk about what makes a stream look good. Even something simple, like literally just a webcam frame over your gameplay footage can look so much better than just your raw webcam on top of your raw gameplay footage. You also need good lighting. Like I should be able to see your face when you're streaming. I understand that we we game in like dark rooms. I get it. Trust me, I understand. However, you're gonna need to put some lights up, all right? And don't, before you're like,
but Leah, I don't own studio lights. How am I supposed to have good lighting?
You, what are you saying? Do you not have lights in your home? Exactly, that's exactly what I thought. You do have lights. We all have lights. I literally will show you my setup. I don't have a single studio light. I would love studio lights, but I don't own them. I'm talking, I use every desk lamp I can find in my house. And whatever, a standing lamp, I don't know what this is called, but I also use that, okay? That's how I light my stream. With all that said, let's jump into some of the details on how exactly we can execute that and you can do what I'm doing at your home. Let's start with your webcam. I'm going to be using my MacBook webcam as an example because if you know anything about MacBook webcams, you know that they absolutely suck. And I got mine to look decent. I'm going to show you how I did that. The important thing to keep in mind when you're setting up your webcam and getting all of this together is 3-point lighting. 3-point lighting is a pretty simple concept. You have your key light, which is usually placed over here. And that's the thing that lights your face the most, right? It gives your face the most amount of light. That's really what's illuminating you. Then you have the fill light, and what that serves to do is fill in the shadows that key light creates so you don't have weird shapes on your face or anything. These two are essential for a stream. You're gonna make your face really pop and people are gonna be able to see you well. Now, the third light, I usually just use a hair light. It's just like a backlight basically. It's not essential for your stream. Like if you only have 2 lights, focus on the key and the fill. But you can add a hair light from behind. It serves the purpose, basically, any type of backlight to separate you from the background. But yeah, like I said, if you only have 2 lights, use the key and the fill. But if you got a third light, I would use it as a backlight. And look at that. It already looks so much better. So much better. It looked so bad before, all right? Lighting changes everything. Now, let's take it a step further, right? You're like,
Yeah, Leah, it's like I'm lit, but it still look kind of boring. There's not a lot of dimension.
and that's because you're using a webcam, and webcams, unless you have a really, really good one, they suck, all right? There's like no dimension. There's nothing there. But what you can do is use filters. Well, you can use LUTs. You can just download them and apply them in Streamlabs. There's a bunch of tutorials on that. But what I recommended, thought it was way easier, was downloading Snapcam. So Snapchat has an app that you can download right to your computer, all right? And then you can use your webcam through that and then set that as your webcam source in Streamlabs. And then you can use Snapcam to apply any effects to your stream. And while you can do a lot of fun ones, like this really weird Pikachu one I like to use, you can also use this for filters. I usually look up like Visco because that's what people put filters under on Snapcam. And then you can find one that you like and you can use it for your whole stream and it makes it look so much better. So that's another thing I really recommend. Again, $0 and it adds a bunch of customization to your stream. You can also set it up to do like a filter when someone subscribes. It's super cool. This is not sponsored, by the way. I wish it was, but it's not. Let's talk about your background. As you can see behind me, I have a background. Obvious, that's literal just basic composition, even if it was boring. But I got some lights. I got my Sailor Moon figures back there. I'll show you some B-roll of that, right? It's cute. It's a little background. It's kind of interesting, okay? It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun and fresh, all right? I think it's very, very easy for you to make your background interesting. Even if this was a blank white wall. All right. It used to just be my clothes hanging there and then I changed it because I thought it looked bad. And I was right. It did look bad. Literally posters, any figures you have, things that, describe yourself. Do you collect action figures? You like Batman? Put some Batman comics you have there. Some of your video games that you have. Just put stuff in the background. Make it a little interesting. It's not the main focus of your stream, but it doesn't hurt to have some pops of color that really, they just make your stream pop. They bring a lot of personality out, and people, if they see them in the background, say you have a Batman action figure, they can be like, oh, do you like Batman? And there you go. You got a topic going in your chat. Super simple. Just use whatever you have lying around that you like. And that's it. There you go. An interesting background. Let's talk about overlays. If you don't have an overlay, there's something wrong. I don't mean to be mean. I don't want to be mean to you. There's so many free overlays out there. There's so many other YouTubers talking about it. So many streamers use free overlays. Like seriously, I even have overlays for download on my shop. I'm plugging it, yes, but it's also because it's like really easy. Okay, I have like free webcam frames and panels on there and you should just go check it out. Free graphics for you to use for your overlays. It's so easy. Like just download them, add them to your stream, and it's gonna make you look so much better so quickly, I swear. So if you want to make your own overlay, I'll tell you basically all you really need when you're just getting started. This is the basics, all right? This is like when you're first starting out, what you really, really need, and then later on you can keep adding more. If you want me to make a video about all of this stuff you should have for your stream, I can do that, but that's not what this video is, all right? Enough about that. Let's say You're like,
Leah, I really want to make them myself. I want them to be personal, but I don't have Photoshop or any software like that.
I'm going to show you real quick, real fast, how to make these graphics yourself in Canva, a completely free online software. You don't even need to download it, and you can customize it all yourself. Again, this is not sponsored. I wish it was. Go on Canva and make it yourself. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. You need 3 scenes, maybe 4 for streaming. When you're just starting out, you need your starting soon screen, you need your gameplay scene, and you need your be right back scene so that you can put that up in between if you have to go get water or something. If you're doing just chatting streams, you can also have a stream like that with just your chat up, but that one's pretty simple. You don't really need a lot for that. Hello guys. All right, so we're on Canva right now. And so what we're gonna do is very basic, a very simple frame. You can just make it any color, but basically we're just gonna create a design. And we're going to do custom dimensions. You can make it whatever dimension you want your webcam/webcam frame to be. So I'm just going to say 1080 by 720. And then we're just going to create the new design. So it's going to start off by giving you just a simple white background. That's totally fine. Usually when I'm doing this in Photoshop, you want to do it on a transparent background. It's a little bit easier, but this is still pretty simple. I'm just going to go into elements right over here. And then I'm just going to click the square element from the shapes and just drag that over. So this is going to be what decides the color of your webcam frame. So I'm just going to make it fill the whole background, and I like pink, so I'm going to choose pink. And so that's going to be the color of our webcam frame. So I'm just going to actually duplicate this. So I'm just going to copy what I already did and then paste it on top. And so we have a frame that's the same size. I'm going to make it smaller, and then I'm just going to fit it to the center. That seems about right. And then it's a little bit too thick of a frame for me, so I'm just going to go in and thin it out a little bit, make it a little bit smaller. I'm trying to go for a more modern frame, so a smaller frame size. So I think this is good. So in order to cut this part out, we're actually just going to make it a bright green. And we're going to end up keying this out in Streamlabs. It might seem complicated, but trust me, it is really, really easy. So then we're just going to go and press download. We're just going to download it as a suggested size. All right, so now I'm in Streamlabs. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my camera frame off right now, and we're going to put the new one on. All right, so we're going to go to add a new source. So a little plus sign here. And we're going to go to image, add source, and then we're going to add a new source instead. And then I'm just going to name it webcam test. Great. And then we're just going to select the image file that we downloaded from Canva. So there we go. We have our webcam imported. You might have to adjust the size. It can import really large at first, but that's good because it means we have a higher quality image. So now what I'm going to do is show you how to key it out. So we're just going to right click on our source, and we're going to go to filters. Now we're just going to go to this plus sign here. There's a bunch of different filters that you can add, but we're just going to pick color key. Now for this, you can choose a key color type, or you can do custom color and select that color specifically that's in the middle. Now right now, nothing's really happening to this image. What we're going to have to do is change the similarity. And for this, you should be able to bring it up all the way because it's just 2 solid colors. So now we have all of the green out of the image, and we are left with a transparent frame. And now we can just fit this over our webcam. Now my webcam doesn't perfectly fit into this frame. So one thing you can do is actually adjust what your webcam looks like in size so that it fits into the frame. You can either adjust the size of the frame, or you can do this. You're just going to select your webcam as a source, hold Alt, and then simply drag it to fit. And that's it. Now you have a webcam frame. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is work on our BRB screen and a starting soon screen. I did this in Canva by making the same canvas size, just what you use to stream. And then I just picked some fonts that I liked. Canva has some free text fonts that you can just use already. And then I just wrote "be right back." And then I decided that I want to use this to add a little caption. So I just said "see you soon." And then I just started playing around with what I would want the font to look like. And I decided on white. This is very basic, but I decided to just make the "be right back" screen next. That way we can kind of work with everything. So Now I'm working on a starting soon screen. I decided to use the same font because I thought it looks best if everything's consistent. So that's what I'm doing. And again, I'm just adding a cute little caption. So for this one, I just ended up writing, "Let's hang out." And now I started to kind of play around with the graphics. Canva's really great because you can play around with all these shapes that it has, and I really like this gradient, so I decided to fit it to my starting soon screen. So that's just what I'm doing here. Then I decided that I want to play around the colors and see what would look best on this screen. So this took me a little bit. You can kind of tinker around with all the colors and pick ones that fit your theme or just that you think look good. It's really great with Canva because you can adjust the gradient yourself and really make it look however you want it to. I ended up grabbing a similar graphic for the Be Right Back screen and then using that, and then I'm gonna end up matching the colors. Again, the great thing about Canva really is the customization. You can play around with the colors, add whatever you want, and it's very easy to have a consistent theme. So I ended up settling on a purple for the starting soon in BRB screens because I thought that it just looked the cleanest. And so I'm just using the same purples on both so that we really get a consistent look. I honestly think that this ended up looking really, really good, and it just looks really clean and super modern, and I think it would look great in any stream. And what I'm doing is I'm doing the same thing we did for the webcam. I'm just downloading it, and then we're going to import it into Streamlabs. So the process for putting these into Streamlabs is pretty easy. We're just going to make a new scene, and then we're going to do the same thing we did with the webcam. We're literally just going to import the image that we made in Canva. It's really, really easy to do. Now the size of the image didn't quite match, but it ended up being fine. I just ended up fitting it to size with my screen on Streamlabs, but obviously you can change the canvas size to make it fit better. And then I just repeated the process for the starting soon screen by making its own scene and importing the image. And that's it. Now you have 2 different scenes for your stream. And honestly, I think they look really good. And that is how you make your own stream graphics. And honestly, once you get more into it, it's super fun to customize your stream. I like to customize my stream all the time. That's like my favorite part of streaming, is that I can just continuously make it unique. It's so fun. So I highly encourage you to just give it a try. Try making your own stuff and see if you like it. I hope this video was helpful for you. There's truly no reason to have a boring and basic stream. You need something that complements your awesome, cool, fun personality. All right, that's what you need. All right, I'm getting a little too excited today. This is obviously for a much more basic stream. There's so much more you can do with streaming, so many more features you can add to your streaming software. If you have anything that you'd like me to expand on or that you think I missed, please let a comment down below and maybe I'll make a dedicated video about it if it's something a lot of people are interested in seeing. If you want to see what a more detailed, fancy, looking stream looks like, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Leah Cedeno. It's pronounced Cedeno, but they don't let me put the tilde. It's fine. I have really cool overlays, in my opinion. I put a lot of effort into them. I'm constantly trying to make them better. So feel free to drop in. You can ask me questions about streaming. You can talk to me about Animal Crossing. We can do whatever's cool, or you can just hang out. I currently stream Tuesday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but my stream schedule is always updated on my Twitch. If you want to keep up to date on all things Leah, you can follow me on my Instagram and Twitter at Leah Cedeno TV. I'm super active on Twitter. I'm always chatting, always chiming in my opinions on the Animal Crossing characters. Also on Instagram, I post all my Sailor Moon weeb shit, so if you're into shit like that, I'm for you. You can also join my Discord for any updates on my stream, graphics that go up in my shop, new YouTube videos. We have an anime club where we watch an anime every week and talk about it. Like literally just anything. Let's chat, let's have fun, let's hang out. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and I will see you next week, or maybe I'll catch you on stream. See ya, guys. Peace.